Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 5 problem of this month on Leetcode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now, without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 2337, move pieces to obtain a string. So in this problem, you are given two strings, start and target, both of length n. Okay, so both the strings are having same length. Each string consists of only the characters L, R and underscore. Okay, the characters L and R represent pieces where a piece L can move to the left only if there is a blank space directly to its left. Okay, so here let's suppose this is one piece. Okay, so this piece can move to the left from here to here, then from here to here. Okay, so in the end we can get this sequence. Okay, and a piece R can move to the right only if there is a blank space directly to its right. Okay, so here R can move like this. So from here R can move to this side. Okay, so in the end we are going to get this. Okay, so this is case for L, this is case for R. The character underscore represent a blank space that can be occupied by any of the L or R pieces. Okay, so we have to return true if it is possible to obtain the string target by moving the pieces of the string start any number of times, otherwise return false. Okay, so see this example number one. So this is my start string and this is my target string. Okay, so I have written it like this. Okay, so I need to obtain my start equal to target. Okay, so if this is true, if my start becomes equal to target, okay, after doing all this stuff, okay, then in that case I'm going to return true, otherwise I'm going to return false. Okay, so here initially I'm going to use two-pointer approach here. Okay, so initially I am at this particular index in my start string, and in my target string I am at this particular string. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this arrow until there is underscore. Okay, so here uh, underscore is there, so I'm going to just move this arrow to the next position. Okay, I'm just going to update the index. Okay, so here let me just update the index. Okay, so now let's say I moved this position. Okay, and now see there is L here. Okay, so I'm not going to move this further. Okay, and here I remain at this particular position because L is there. Okay, so now here you see at this particular index we have L, right, and at this particular index we have L. Okay, so characters are matching. So if characters are matching, so I'm going to check one more condition here. So here see this L can move to the back direction, right? So for L can move to the back direction, right? L can move to the right direction. Okay, so here let's say this arrow is nothing but my start index and this arrow is nothing but my target index. Okay, the name. All right, so here characters are matching. So now after that I'm going to check the movement for this particular uh, value. Okay, for particular character L. So for L, I'm going to check if my start index, okay, this start index for L. Okay, start index, see here, this is start index. If it is greater than or equal to my target index. Okay, so this is nothing but my target index, this is nothing but my start index. Okay, target index. So this condition is also satisfied, right? Target index, because L can move to back direction, right? So if this is the case, okay, if my start index is greater than equal to target index, that simply means that we can still form my start and equal to target if there is just my strings like this only of two characters. Okay, so just leave this part. Okay, leave this complete part. Okay, I'm not going to focus this. Just suppose that if the length is 2, so this is valid, right? So here, from here, one point is clear. If my characters are matching and if my start index is greater than equal to target index, so that simply means that it is going to give me a valid result. Okay, true result. Okay, so this is for L movement. Okay, so just note this point. Okay, so now let's move further. Okay, so this is clear, right? So now after that, right until now there is no issue, right? So now I'm going to just update my L, the start index and target index to the next position. Okay, so now my start index is going to reach to this position and my target index is going to reach to this position. Okay, now again see underscores are there. So what I'm saying, let's move. Okay, let's move the cursors until there is no underscore. So here underscore move to this position, then underscore moves, then this cursor moves to this position. Okay, so now my start index is at this position. Okay, here in my start string. Okay, this is done. Now here same thing, here my cursor is going to move to this position. Okay, move to this position. Okay, until here my cursor is going to move. Okay, so now I reach here. All right, so this is nothing but my target index. Okay, so let me just remove this. Okay, so now my start index is at this position and my target index is at this position. Okay, so now see at this particular index and at this particular index. Okay, so characters are matching. If characters are not matching, just simply return false because it is not valid. Okay, because here L and R. Okay, so right is only going to move to this direction, L is only going to move to this direction, and let's say in other string we have RL, so they are not going to cross each other, right? They are not going to cross each other, right? So that is why. So here, see, if here it is R, here it is R, then yes, we are good. Okay, characters are matching. Now let's check the R moment. So here, this is for L moment. This is clear, right? So now starting index, okay, we are going to form this start equal to target, right? So this R can move to this direction. Okay, this R can move to this direction, right? This is possible, right? So here I'm just going to check if my character is R, okay, then my this starting index, okay, if it is, it should be less than equal to, okay, it should be less than equal to my target index. So this is valid case here, right? Start index is just 4 and target index is 7. Okay, so this is nothing but my R moment. Okay, just note this point, just remember this what I'm writing here. Okay, so this is for valid cases, valid, this is valid. Okay, if character is L, then and my start index is greater than equal to target index, if character is R and start of index is less than equal to target index. Okay, so this is possible because my R can move to this direction. Okay, so start index is less than equal to target index, it's valid. Okay, so now this is valid, right? So now after that, again move my cursor to next position. Okay, still I didn't return false. Okay, so I'm moving it, I'm moving it. Okay, so here my start index is going to move to the next position, so here. All right, and now here also my start index is going to move to the next position. Okay, here, here at this particular position. Okay, start index. Now here if you see, underscore is there, so when we encounter underscore, we are just going to move to the next index. So here I will stop. Okay, R is there. All right. Okay, so now this is nothing but my new position of starting index. Now this is matching with this character, okay, R, and my starting index is less than equal to target index. Okay, so this is matching. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move further, right? So here start index is going to move to this position and target index is going to move to the out of bound. Okay, so here target index reaches here. Okay, this is done. So my target index is at this particular position. Okay, and here we encounter start index underscore now, so I'm just going to update it. Okay, so my start index is going to reach to this position. Okay, it is also going to reach out of bound. All right, so now in the end case, what I'm going to check, if my start index, okay, if my start index dot length is equal to this n. Okay, total length was 9 now, so if start index is equal to 9 and my target index is equal to 9, that simply means that I have covered both the strings, right? So if my start index, okay, is equal to 9 and my target index is equal to 9, then simply return true. Okay, that simply means that we have covered all the cases. Okay, we have covered the complete string. Okay, we have covered the complete string, right? So we are going to return true. Okay, so that's how we have to solve this problem. Okay, if we encounter any invalid scenarios, then we are just going to return false. Okay, so now let's write the code. Okay, so just remember these two lines, these two are important. Okay, so now let's move to the coding part. So here let's calculate the length. Okay, so start length is equal to start dot length, and length of both the strings are same. Okay, this is given in the problem. Okay, both the strings are of equal length, right? And initially start index is equal to 0 and target index it's also 0. Okay, now after that just run one while loop. Okay, while my start index, okay, it should be less than start length, right? Or the target index, okay, it should be less than start length. Okay, now here inside this I'm just going to skip underscores in the start, right? So this is what we are doing, right? Skipping the underscores in the start and skipping the underscores in the target. Okay, so here uh, inside this, okay, just write while, okay, and start index is less than start length and start dot char at index start index. Okay, start dot char at start index. Okay, if it is equal to underscore, then we are just going to skip, right? So I'm just going to increment the start index, right? So here start index plus plus. All right, so this is for skipping the underscores in the start string, and same way we have to skip the this in the target index as well, right? So here ti is less than uh, this start length. Okay, so length is same now, both start and target length is same, so we can use that. And here target, instead of start, let's use target dot char at this ti. Okay, target index, if it is equal to underscore, then just update my target index. Okay, increment the target index. That's it. Okay, now here after that we have to check if one string is exhausted, then both should be exhausted. Okay, So if one string is exhausted or both strings are exhausted, so just that scenario we have to check. Okay, so if base condition, okay, if my start index equals to start length, okay, or my target index is equal to start length, okay, start length, right, start length. Okay, I'm saying SL as start length, but both both start and target are having same length. Okay, so yeah, so if this is the case, okay, SI is equal to start length and target index is equal to start length, okay, then in that case simply done true in case my start index is equal to start length, okay, and target index is equal to start length. So what I'm saying, that if both the strings are exhausted, okay, so if start, okay, if both are at 99 index only, that's a simple thing that I'm saying. So in that case return true. But if this is not the case and we only exhausted one string, that simply means that we are not able to find the matching ones. Okay, so in that case it is going to return false. Okay, that's a simple meaning. All right, so now we have to check if the pieces match and follow the movement rules. Okay, so now I'm going to write the code for this movement rules, okay, for L and R. All right, so here if start dot char at index start index, okay, if it is not equal to target index, okay, target target dot char at target index, okay, so if characters are not matching, then we have to return false. Okay, so I'm going to write invalid cases. This is invalid, or the characters are not matching, that is also invalid. Okay, so any of these is invalid, then simply return false. Okay, so this is first check. If my start dot character at start index is not equal to target dot char at, it should be char na, char at target index, okay, and then after that, or okay, start dot char at start index, okay, this is one case. Okay, if it is not matching, but if they are matching, then I'm just going to check the moment. Okay, so if start dot character at starting index is L, okay, so for L, okay, if it is L, right, then here let's use it like this. Okay, place it inside the open braces, okay, so that we don't get confused. Okay, this, so if this is equal to L, and then so right now I'm talking about the invalid scenario. Okay, so this is valid scenario. So for invalid scenario, if my SI is less than target index, okay, that's the invalid scenario. Okay, so here SI is less than target index. Okay, so I just start index is less than target index. Okay, so I just make the opposite of this one, right? So here for valid it is SI greater than equal to TI, but in for invalid SI less than TI. Okay, so this is what I'm writing. All right, this is done. All right, and now after that, uh, for target we need to check. Okay, for only this we have to check. Okay, so here if start dot char at starting index is equal to R, okay, so R moment. So if it is R, so for R valid is this one, so invalid is going to be SI greater than TI. Okay, so SI greater than TI. Okay, so this is for invalid. Okay, so if this is the case, all right, so in that case simply you have to return false. All right, return false. Okay, now that's it. Let's just format the code. All right, so if this is the case, or this is the case, or this is the case, then return false. Okay, all right, now this is done. Okay, and now every time we are doing one thing, right, we are updating my start index and target index every time. Okay, so this is done, and in the end, that's it. Okay, in the end we have to just return true if all the conditions are satisfied. Return true, that's it. So return true. Okay, that's it. Now let's run the code and see if there are code issues. So the test case has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So time complexity for this problem is going to be O of n. Okay, since we are iterating over all the strings just one time. Okay, having same length. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem. If you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.